Actually, I started 2019. It was after I gave birth to my child, and I have what is it called? I have a an issue in my marriage. So things were very difficult, very, very, very difficult for me. So that time I have a job, so it was not feeding me that much because of my child. So a friend introduced me to this hookup job. So I don't have any job that to go into it. So I could feed myself, pay my rent, feed my baby, enroll her in school, see her doing things other children are doing. I won't say I'm not making money. Hookup things is not something you can save up to. Sometimes you do contribution, which is called a job. So maybe you are contributing to save up for a year to pay up for the rent and stuff like that. So sometimes it's not that paying that much, but you just have to do something to survive. As at this Nigerian that we have, there's no job, everything is just somehow. Even when you see a job, before I venture into this hookup things, I was working as a sales representative. I would suffer myself, go inside the sun, a lot of things. But at the end of the day, to pay my salary, it's just something like I work for a month and I'll be getting my salary of that month the next month, almost ending of another month. So me being introduced into this hookup job is just, I saw it as, let me call it someone doing me a favor. So it has not been easy, and that's just it. It depends. Sometimes in a week you don't feel like going out. Sometimes in a week you can see more than 3 or 4 men. Let me say in a month, let's say if you go out very well, you can make up to 70,000 or sometimes 50,000. Yes, I do. Very often. Not really as much as the men. Yes, it's even more expensive than the men. Sometimes you just have to overlook things and get over it. It's not that I feel so happy sometimes, but what can I do? Nothing. You understand? In a relationship, they used to say you have to, how would I say it? You have to sacrifice. So a lot of things, the person you are in a relationship with may not be offering you a much, may not be offering what you want to. And as a single mother, you have to just keep up to yourself. You cannot fail your child, and I cannot fail myself. And sometimes you may be the person in the relationship that is taking care of the guy also. But I've never fallen in love with them. The feelings may be there. But I've experienced clients falling in love with me, yes. But I just have to play along because of the money that is attached. And I can actually still go back to them even without we having any sexual intercourse or anything, to ask for money or to ask for help, which they can render. Yes, it's not that it's better, but there is money, as in you can just go to them to ask for help and they render it, instead of telling you to come and have sex with them before you get the money. It's not that you know the person you're having sex with, or the person you guys know each other from anywhere, or you have feelings for each other before. So it's just hook up. So it's not every time it's been enjoyable. And there are some clients like that, they will tell you before you come into them, because maybe they have experienced these things of saying they don't kiss, or so they rather tell you, see babe, this is what I want, this is what I want. Will you be able to cope with it before coming over? And you guys will talk about the money. So there are some, they won't talk, they won't say anything. But when you get there, the way the guy or your client treats you, it depends on the way you guys will be free to each other. When it comes to worst experience, yes, I have, I think I do have one or two experience like that. The first one was the client tell you to come, and you get to the place and you have to call and call and call, not showing up. Then there's this second experience I experienced was when I went to the client. He has to tell me, please, can we please do raw? I'm safe, I'm what, I'm that, and you be knowing that this job is not forever and you have to be protective. I've declined. So maybe from there he got angry, he picked offense. So when I was about to go in the morning, he just transfer, maybe we discuss of 20K, he transfer 4,000 to me to tell me that he will transfer the money to me later, that he's having issue. So me like this, I don't like embarrassment. I know he will not do it, maybe due to what I decline, because I don't want to have sex wrong with him. So I had to just leave. Till now, I did not see my money. No, it does not. But I have to just leave to avoid embarrassment. There are some guys, they don't have joy. They are ready to do and undo, to embarrass you, video you, and do a lot. So what can you do? The part of the best experience is what you asked me when you said, if my clients ever fall in love with me, which is part of being the best experience. Because when they fall in love, they keep coming back to you, they keep texting you. You can text them anytime you want. The best experience is when you go to your client and maybe the client likes you at first sight, they can give you extra money. The best experience is having fun with the guy. Maybe you just like the guy and so on and so forth like that. Of course, even without being hook-up clients, when a lady see a guy good looking, the saint is nice, of course you like the guy. That's just it. So it puts more sweetness to whatever you guys are going to have together. That's just it. Yes, that's it. Since last year, I already went back to school because I cannot be doing this hookup job forever. So I already went back to school. So presently, I've not been into that hookup things. Sometimes they come to my name. I used to decline or going to hang out or a lot of things like that. So it has reduced than when I started. So and I'm planning to just stop it forever. I just, sponsoring yourself in school too is not easy. You still need one or two things to get saved for yourself. So that's why I'm still doing this once in a while to cover myself the expensive. That's just it. Like going out once in a while, doing the hookup job. Let me say like 3 times a month. 3 times a month. Actually, my child is with my mom. So I used to send money to her. She stays in Ibadan. So I used to send money to her for housekeeping. No, I have not. Because in that situation, I'm always very extra careful, as a young lady. So if anybody comes to my DM, I'll ask for their picture first before sending mine through. Or maybe a friend told me, this person, are you interested in going to their face? Send the person the picture first. If I'm interested, I will let you know. That's why I've not had encounter in going to meet someone that I know. It doesn't make me feel good or not things, but I have done that much very well. Because the charges, let me say the money make me do it. Because it's extra money and less job, less strength. Yes, more people like, let me say if it is 3 or 4 some, we're having 3 ladies and 1 guy. So you are the guy, you'll be having sex with 3 ladies or 2 ladies. So it's just like less job. And if you know your way, the guy may not have sex with you at all. Okay. Like if it is 3 some, it's maybe 30,000 or 20,000. Sometimes it may be 15,000. But you going for it is like, I will not be the only person the guy will be having sex with. So it's just less stress for you.